Hello, welcome to another video. Today I am sharing with you my winter wellness routine. Now, winter is very much about slowing down, and on an energetic level, when we think about winter, it's about looking after yourself and creating this reset to come back to yourself. And I really feel like winter is such a beautiful opportunity to also think about your health, but not in the way of in the summer where it's high energy, you might be way more active, the sun is up, so it comes quite naturally. And that energy of summer is very much about being active in itself. So when I say looking after your health in winter, it's not like suddenly upping your game with longer runs or, whatever the health, fitness goal may be. It's still, for me, winter is still about being very, very slow and allowing that and accepting that, being cozy. I practice more yoga at home, for example, in the winter than I do in the summer because I like being outside in the summer. But it's an opportunity to really think about your health from the inside out. So what are you eating? It's very much about warming, nourishing, delicious foods, and also gut health. So I'm going to be speaking a bit about gut health through this video because Biomel, which is a beautiful brand, I can't wait to share more about them with you, are kindly sponsoring this video. So we're going to be talking about some of their products that I have been incorporating into my daily routine, really in preparation for winter, supporting my gut health before winter. Well, winter officially starts, I think, on the 1st of December, doesn't it? But it's been the last few weeks for me a real focus of looking after my gut health. And I recently discovered that 95% of serotonin is created in the gut. I did not know that. That is an incredible fact because I've always actually thought mostly about serotonin and being impacted by external things, right? But it makes sense that it's, 95% it comes from the gut. So I think that's just another little incentive of why it's so important to look after our gut health. And Biomel is just such a wonderful way to go about that. So it is the morning and I'm starting off my day with, I'll show you this, some hot lemon and ginger. I just simply cut up some fresh ginger, some lemon slices and hot water. I've been having this first thing in the morning before eating anything, before moving my body, and it's a really nice opportunity to find stillness as well before the day fully begins. So I tend to just sit here with my hot lemon and ginger, and I have actually been catching up on emails as well. But if you wanted to be fully, truly present, I think it's so nice to sit in stillness and take a moment before your day fully kicks off and begins. So like I was just saying, there's something about winter where I just crave slow, intentional, nourishing movement. So I haven't actually recently been going on very long runs. I still run every now and again, but not like I was in the summer. And I can just feel my body is craving yoga and stretching and Pilates and things I can do at home as well. So I'm about to practice a yoga flow. I always have such a good playlist. Music is everything. And I just move intuitively, however my body feels called to move and stretch and flow.
Signal in a dream. Silver dollar sinking down. Fantasy like an open window inside a new shade of green. I could live under this open window. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Baby, your color burns through me. Wild roses, half lit in the field, speaking more than I could ever say. Cutouts in the darkness, I can see them still, climbing up the corners of your frame. Make me into a golden token. Skip my stones on a creek. Every word we have quietly spoken, hanging in the air like strings. I found you.
I have just made a yogurt bowl for breakfast. So I've mixed into the yogurt the Biomel Complete Gut, which I'm going to come back to in a minute. It's a powder. So I've mixed that into the yogurt to make this delicious chocolate flavoured yogurt with apples and raspberries and then just a drizzle of honey over the top. So simple, so easy. But let's go back to this Biomel Complete Gut. So this powder contains billions of live cultures to support your gut, digestive health, also immunity. So it's brilliant for this time of the year when we're preparing our bodies for, let's be honest, in the UK, a good few months of cold, dark weather where we often can get colds and flus. So this is brilliant to just support your immunity. But also, like I said, the gut health. So it has 25 billion live cultures and it's 100% natural. This is the chocolate flavour. So delicious. And it also contains enzyme blends, various vitamins as well. We've got vitamin B6, B12, D, and calcium. So I just feel like this is a supercharged health powder that is so easy to blend into smoothies or mix into yogurt bowls or porridge or probably whatever your breakfast is. I'm sure you could integrate this somehow. Before I go and enjoy my yogurt bowl, I have a discount code for you for Biomel. They have been so generous. They are offering 35% off their website using the code Niomi. So if you're interested in prepping your health and your gut ahead of these cold winter months, I think make use of that 35% off because I think that is brilliant. Just use the code Niomi. I have a little bowl of, is it carrot? Yeah, carrot soup. I was going to say pumpkin, but it's not. It's carrot and ginger. So I just love having a bowl of warming soup for lunch at the moment. It's so like grounding. And especially with it being carrot, being a root vegetable. In Ayurveda, the Indian philosophy of health and well-being, they teach about how we all have 3 different doshas, like a balance of all 3, but often we are more dominant in 1 or 2 of those 3 doshas. Now, like, without going into that too much, I don't even know why I'm talking about doshas all of a sudden. It just made me think of it with this grounding soup. I am more vata and pitta, but mostly vata, which means that I need very like nourishing, warm, cooked foods. Root vegetables are amazing. Anything that's very grounding, you know, comes from the earth and is cooked, is hot, warm. So a roasted carrot warm soup is like the perfect thing. My teacher in India, Dimple, would be very happy right now. So yeah, we can all take that, like a little bit of that as well in winter in general, because winter is very cold, so you want to balance it with the opposite. So That's why in winter we often crave warming, hearty foods like soups and stews and things like that. So I have just been I fully unpacked because I only landed late last night from Ibiza. So I've just been doing all of that boring stuff. I'm also catching up now on Open Hearts Club because I have just recently announced my online community for Open Hearts Club, which is really the essence of what it's all about. It's about connecting like-minded, like-hearted souls. We can share, we can chat, and I'm also going to be, as part of this online community, which is on Substack, I'm going to be doing one monthly live call with the community, which I'm so excited about. For me, that's what it's all about, bringing people together and speaking about things that interest us and help us evolve and grow, because I feel like that's what life is all about, right? And I was just listening to this song. I've, for some reason, been listening to this a lot recently, and I can't play it because of copyright stuff. But if you have Spotify or whatever your platform is, just look for this song. It's called Things Are Changing by Gone Beyond. And I was just listening, it was playing in the background, and I was like, this is so relevant to where I feel we're at collectively, energetically. I think I mentioned in my last video that 2025 is the year of the snake, which is essentially shedding its skin. So this year, energetically, collectively, is about ending cycles and letting things go that you just don't need in your life anymore, whatever that may be. It may even be parts of yourself, like patterns that keep showing up that aren't serving you anymore, and we can look inwards and really release that. So yeah, that's kind of the energy of this year. But next year, the year of the horse, is all about new beginnings and really seeing the benefits to what we've been working away on this year. So yeah, this song, Things Are Changing for the better. It just brings in some, really beautiful positivity and optimism. So maybe you want to listen to that either now or at the end of the video. But what was hot soup is probably turning cold now, so I'm going to enjoy this. And then I'm going to go for a bit of a walk. It doesn't look very nice outside, but it's nice to get some fresh air. I also need to go and do a bit of food shopping later. I've just come on quite a detour to the supermarket to come on my walk because I haven't really been outside today, and even though it's grey and gloomy and kind of raining, I feel like my soul needs outdoor space. You can hear the parakeets, they're so loud. So what you can hear are those bright green parakeets with the red beaks, and they're not native to here. I don't quite know the story. I've had so many different theories, like they were accidentally released during a movie filming in the 80s or something, and they've just been breeding. But they're absolutely beautiful. I mean, I think they're from India. They're bright green and really noisy, but they apparently are taking over our native species of birds, so they're actually a bit of a pest, apparently. So I see them everywhere now. Yeah. See if I can film one. They're quite hard to spot because they're green in the trees, but I'll try. So I couldn't catch the parakeets, but you did get 2 jaybirds and 2 squirrels. I'm so happy I found the Biomel. Where is it? This is the natural coconut Love Your Gut shot. And that's my shopping done. Got everything I need for dinner. Time to go home. Just having my shot, my walk home. So this is the natural coconut flavour, dairy-free. So their shots are all dairy-free. And it says on the back it contains vitamins B6, D, and calcium to support the immune system, and it contains digestive enzymes. Very coconutty. It's nice. I normally get the chocolate. They didn't have the chocolate, but actually, it's nice to try a different flavour. It's good. Okay, I'm just preparing dinner. I am going to make like a miso bowl. So with brown rice, roasted sweet potato, and roasted aubergine, with this miso tahini lemon dressing. It's so simple. Oh, and some tempeh, I forgot. I picked up some tempeh as well. So yeah, tempeh, kind of like different components in a bowl. It's actually very, very easy and simple. I'm feeling so tired today. I think because I flew in quite late last night, and today I'm just feeling very slow. But I really noticed good energy when I was in the supermarket. I spend a lot of like my work days on my own, so like I could go easily a whole day without like talking to someone like in person, which I actually don't mind. I'm such a homebody anyway. But in the supermarket, I noticed people were so friendly and chatty, and like I walked past a man who was like singing Frank Sinatra, and we kind of smiled. I was like, yeah. So that lifted my spirits. But yeah, generally today I have felt just like I'm taking it easy, not pushing myself at all. Even with like fitness, I have only done the yoga this morning, and that feels good. And I think a massive part of transitioning into the winter months is about accepting the slowness. I think we can often put pressure on ourselves to like maintain the level of like activity and motivation and productivity that we do in summer, but actually, like I said at the beginning, winter is very much calling us to slow down. So if you can, and try not to feel guilty or put pressure on yourself to be anything other than what your body is calling you for. So I'm going to get cracking with this dinner. I'm literally just going to roast the sweet potato, aubergine and tempeh to start with, and I've already got my brown rice on the go. So there we go, a big bowl of warm, nourishing winter food. It's kind of feeling like a warm winter salad. You know, like when you make in the summer, like a mix of... What was that noise? I think my candle's flickering and I can hear it. Yeah, you know in the summer when you make big bowls of salad with loads of different stuff going on, that's basically what I've done here. but it's all cooked and delicious. Very good for the doshas. This candle keeps buzzing. I keep thinking it's electricity, but no, it's just the candle. That dinner was surprisingly delicious. Like, it was so simple. I love those kind of meals where you can just whip something up and then it works out. It always works out. We just need to have trust and faith. But that like tahini miso sauce I made was so good. Like, that would go with so many things. So now I am just winding down. I have my cup of tea. I'm going to read my book and just balancing my tea on the arm of the chair there. I'm going to read my book, have my tea, and enjoy one of these bars. So again, I'm just going to leave it here. You've got 35% off the Biomel website with the code Niomi. And the last thing that I'm having today, I love to end on like a little sweet note. I do have a sweet tooth, and I find that these really hit the spot. So these bars contain 13 grams of fibre, which makes up 40% of your daily recommended fibre. Just one bar is 40%. And I keep hearing at the moment from a lot of nutritionists and doctors about how we're not eating enough fibre, and that's like one of the massive pointers that we should be aiming for with our health and wellness and gut health. So I've got two different flavours here. This is my last one of the hazelnut. This is chocolate and hazelnut. They're prebiotic bars. And then the other one is Belgian chocolate. I love this hazelnut one, which is weird because I actually don't normally like hazelnut in general. But this is my last one, so I'm going to enjoy that with my cup of tea, read a book, and then just slowly wind down before bed. One thing I will say is, like another little winter wellness tip, and I think so many of us are guilty of doing this, is how screen time before bed can really impact our sleep. And sleep is so important. I'm guilty of this as well. Like, my phone is next to my bed. I don't have it charging though at night time. I keep it uncharged on airplane mode. But it does tend to be like the last thing I'll look at before I go to sleep, and then the first thing I look up when I wake up. And I do feel like, especially during the darker winter months, when it's dark so early now, that the screen feels like it's impacting even more. I don't even know if that makes any sense to you at all, but just having like, I've already had hours and hours now of darkness. What time is it? I say hours and hours, 3.5 hours. And just, I feel the impact of the screen, I think more. So I am making a conscious effort to spend less time in front of a screen, whether that's a laptop, a TV, a phone. It's not easy. I definitely think we all have slight screen addictions, but it's also because our whole lives are on there, right? So I welcome you to this challenge. Just slightly less screen time before bed especially. So I'm going to be reading on my favourite chair for a little bit, then hopefully have a really good night's sleep. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoy bringing you along with me on these days. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you got something from this video, whatever that may be. If nothing else, may it be love and good energy. So I'm sending that all to you right now. So hopefully you can receive all of that abundance of love and blessings and good vibes. And also don't forget the discount code. So enjoy that and lots of love. Thank you for watching.